Jumped away quite nicely, whereas our Argentina dropped out 6 lengths last after the start. Tambo Boy and Fool on the Hill show early speed by the 1300. They match it now from on the outside, the Galway Piper. And wider out now, Priest is making ground. A length and a half to Santa's Vixen. Back to the fence and fifth is My Mate Dudley, reefing and tearing. At the 1100 metre turn, Santa's Vixen travelled up on the outside of My Mate Dudley. 2.5 away Power Player. Back to the inside of Koi Cowgirl. Well back on the inside is Crystal Ball. Third last is Bletchair. And our Argentina is 2 lengths away last. At the 900 metre turn, Priest now cleared the field, led by a length to the Galway Piper. Third the fence is Full on the Hill, followed by Tambo Boy, a handy fourth. 2.5 away My Mate Dudley, still pulling back on the inside of the grey Santa's Vixen. A length and a half away on the outside Koi Cowgirl, covering up Power Player, followed by Bletchair, Crystal Ball, and our Argentina last the fence, nearing the turn at the 550. Priest over a length in front of on the outside the Galway Piper, now shaken up, followed by Tambo Boy, peeling off its heels now 3 wide to make ground, followed by Full on the Hill, then Santa's Vixen, the widest runner. Koi Cowgirl 6 deep at the top of the straight by the 300 metres, but Priest now kicked over 2.5 in front. Power Player under plenty of pressure from our Argentina. Well back is Bletchair, My Mate Dudley and Crystal Ball, but Priest by the 150, still over 3 in front. The old-timer Tambo Boy getting into second placing, trying to pick up Priest, it can't though. Then Crystal Ball running home well down the outside, but this fellow is well clear, Priest, and bolts in. Priest wins by 3, 2 Tambo Boy, maybe Power Player third, and nose to Crystal Ball. Close up was Koi Cowgirl, only sprinted for about 100 metres near the turn, followed by Fool on the Hill. In behind them, Santa's Vixen, followed by Bletchair, My Mate Dudley, the Galway Piper, and last in was our Argentina.
Number 10, Priest, the winner, got out to pay 7.80 and 2.50, was ridden by Mark Flaherty. Now, he will ride more winners today.
Jack Star going forward now. Bulldozer on the outside in search of the lead, and also on the outside now Arkley making ground as they settle down. A length and a half away Matt Syke in midfield. Around it now on the outside is Spotfire, followed by Mussendan. A length to Star of Masqué scouting wide, followed by Kilago, Waikiki Mike, and 2 lengths away Major Henry, who's second last on the outside of Gothic Glow. By the 1,000 metres, Bulldozer found the lead by neck to Arkley. 2 lengths away the favourite Winter Wonderland, who's tucked away fourth back on the inside of Spotfire, then Preludes. Star of Masqué racing 4 wide. A length and a half to Matt Syker, followed by Major Henry from last, now taking closer order. Jack Star back on the fence, followed on the outside by Waikiki Mike, then Mussendan, 2.5 to Key Largo, and Gothic Glow is 4 lengths away last. Near the turn by the 650, Spotfire took off now. Out 3 wide, it's just shading Arkley, and also on the inside Bulldozer. It's not travelling well though. The favourite now, Winter Wonderland, away from the inside, gets out, followed on the outside in turn now by Star of Masqué under pressure. Major Henry pulls to the extreme outside, followed by Preludes. A length and a half away back in the field is Mussendan, followed by Key Largo. Well on the straight by the 300 metres, Spotfire. Kick now 2 in front. Winter Wonderland, the favourite, is under the whip now. Coming out after Spotfire, down by the 150, followed by Jack Star, starting to run home. And then Matt Syker down the outside. Winter Wonderland, though, hit the lead by the 100 metre mark now. Kick clear. Jack Star, Matt Syker, Arkley all boxing on, but it's all Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland wins by 2.5. I reckon Arkley's second. A nose to Matt Syker and a nose to Jack Star. Close up on the inside was Spotfire, followed on the outside of the track there by Bulldozer. Well back was Waikiki Mike, followed by Mussendan Preludes, then Major Henry, followed by Key Largo, Gothic Glow, and Star of Masqué has run last.
The winner of the previous race has just won a Super Vobus bonus. Only horses qualified for Super Vobus.
Talking all these riddles, it's a bit old-fashioned, and I think it's maybe time that that was reviewed, and I might even take that on myself to speak with the Chief Executive of the VRC and the Sports Minister about that, because we're virtually getting to the point in a roundabout riddleistic way when we should be able to tell you as punters straight out what's happening. I think that's something from yesteryear, and there's, rather than be critical or take other action about the language that we're forced to speak, I think it would be more positive to do something about it, and we perhaps should seek the support of people such as Brian Beattie, the VRC Chief Exec, and the Sports Minister, Mr Tom Reynolds. And I'm sure that this Channel 2, Channel 31 would get behind that.
Yeah.
We'll look into that. It's quite silly, isn't it,
yeah,
talking
what's
in
ridiculous.
riddles.
It's an interesting firmer here too, Keith, this favourite Revillion. They've moved in very quickly here, please note, so you don't have long to bet. There's only about 3 or 4 out.
Rare Bits number 1 has been very heavily backed, and so too has number 14 at Bolter's odds in. Interesting race. Our caller, Brian Markovic.
Now, Rare Bits to come up. Eliminator goes in. Frisk Me coming up. Looks like they're almost set. They are now. Rare Bits goes up. It's had good late support. Set. This is the third at sail. Brilliant Sunshine. Ready for a start. Set now. Racing, caught them in a pretty good line too. Rare Bits out wide, bounced out quickly with Satoon Boy showing speed with Masquerade. Eliminator not that far away, neither is Sam Strong as they settle down, followed by Star of Frontier. A length and a half away, Zanutka on the outside, followed by Helavan. Just in behind them came Guinea Gold, followed by Tuscan Thunder well back, so too Blackmail. And 4 lengths away, Zokor dropped out the last. Sam Strong burnt to the lead now by the 650, led by a half to the favoured one, Revillion, driving from the inside now to almost join the leader around the turn. Rare Bits on the outside travelled up to be third, followed by Satoon Boy and Frisk Me. A length and a half away. Back in the field is Zanutka, followed by Masquerade, Eliminator, Spirit of Cumus, Tuscan Thunder, well back with Blackmail, Guinea Gold. In behind them, Helavan, followed by Zokor. Revillion got the run now at the top of the straight. Hit the lead now by the 300 metres. Rare Bits on the outside, travelled up on the outside second, now out after Revillion, who's still going strongly by the 150 by the same token. Then Frisk Me, followed by Sam Strong. It's Revillion holding Rare Bits over the final stages. Getting into third place in now is Zanutka, but Revillion bolts in. Revillion wins by 3. Rare Bits has run second, a length away third. Tuscan Thunder, there's a run. It's flown home and run third narrowly from Zanutka. Back on its inside, making ground the outside in turn was Frisk Me, followed by Sam Strong, then Eliminator Zokor, followed by Star of Frontier, Guinea Gold, Masquerade well back, followed by Blackmail, then Satoon Boy, followed by Helavan, and Spirit of Cumus has run last.
The winner of the previous race has just won a...
Catalina Crystal Chip and the favoured Bellenshire had dropped out the last by the 900, no more than 4 lengths from the leader, which is on the outside. Compare the Silks narrowly. Of Quintessential, it's outside 3 wide, and Limerick Lynn has gone through on the inside now to show narrowly in front. A length and a half to Girl of the Dance, followed on the inside by our Catalina. Crystal Chip on the outside, and 2 lengths away the favourite Bellenshire, who is back at the tail but still only 4 lengths from the lead. At the 500 metres, Quintessential wide, a neck in front. Off Compare the Silks and Limerick Lynn. A length away the grey out Catalina. Crystal Chip on the outside, always wide. Girl of the Dance is second last, and Matthew Gatt on the favourite now. Paul's the favourite to the extreme outside, seeing plenty of daylight and the widest runner, but by the same token, hard ridden. Down by the 300 metres, Quintessential just in front of our Catalina, which has got the run nearer the inside. Under plenty of pressure is Bellenshire out wide. Still Quintessential down by the 100 metre mark in front. The grey, our Catalina driving through. Then Bellenshire on the outside. Our Catalina grabbing Quintessential near the line. Our Catalina has won by a half neck to Quintessential, and out deep about a neck away third was Bellenshire. Then Girl of the Dance, Crystal Chip, Compare the Silks, and tailed off last in Limerick Lynn.
Well, the winner, number 3, our Catalina. Look at the money trend for it, 13.50 into 6.80. Bear in mind, there was a lot of balancing out to be done there because Bellenshire opened ridiculously short. I think she was $1.30 or something originally. And I tell you what, in the run, you wouldn't have wanted $5.30. That's Bellenshire, the hot pot, the widest runner in the field of 7. She was last coming to the home turn. Little Matty Gatt took her wide. I don't suppose he had many options because there was a wall in front of him.
Spire shows early speed with Scotch Eagle. They're up on the pace early. Space Reach in the grey now is also making ground towards the leaders as Aspire now shows in front. Been Dancing wide making ground, followed by Lord Matthew. 2 lengths away Licensing's Joy. A little bit further back to midfield. It's outsiders Active Air, followed by Gippslander, Ronga Franca, Top Walk, Picasso, Manga Tatari, and Luck Now Fox had dropped out the last. Driving towards the 1200 metre turn. Around them, Been Dancing on the outside. In his favourite role now, he took up the running Been Dancing and crossed Aspire to lead by a length and a quarter. Into third on the outside is Lord Matthew. Space Region fourth. Then Destriero the fence being covered up by Jarab. Scotch Eagle scouting wide, followed by Licensing's Joy the fence. A break of almost 4 lengths to Active Air, followed by Ronga Franca. 2.5 to Top Walk on the outside of Gippslander. 3 lengths to Picasso, Luck Now Fox, and 4 away Manga Tatari. 15 lengths would cover the field down by the 700 metres. Been dancing almost a length in front of Lord Matthew. Third on the fence is Aspire, being covered up by Space Region the outside. Then Jarab, a length away Destriero. Scotch Eagle not travelling well, passed in turn by Ronga Franca. Licensing's Joy needs a run back on the fence, followed by Active Air and Top Walker well back. Gippslander third last under the whip, followed by Luck Now Fox. 2 lengths away Picasso and 5 away Manga Tatari. In the straight by the 300 metres, Lord Matthew quickly got to Been Dancing. The Great Space Region now raced up to tackle Lord Matthew. Aspire under the whip on the outside, running a race, and they're 4 in front of Ronga Franca. At the 150, Lord Matthew, Space Region tackled by Aspire. Aspire on the outside reached the lead, drew a neck in front. Lord Matthew comes again from Space Region. Aspire just in front of Lord Matthew near the line, and Aspire takes out the Diamond Jubilee. Aspire by a half to Lord Matthew. Ahead away third, Space Region. A gap in the field to Luck Now Fox making ground. Close up was Ronga Franca, and not that far away Licensing's Joy from Been Dancing Destriero. Just in behind them came on the outside Picasso, then Manga Tatari, Active Air, Gippslander well back, and one of the last in was Top Walk.
Well, we mentioned Balter earlier in the program winning the SA Derby at big odds. This is the same stable. This is Tim White, has produced another one at similar odds to win another race. Tim White trained Aspire. Now, this is being ridden by Brad Rawiller.
Isn't he?
He's a very good rider. He's an international jockey.
His ride on La Volta in that Oaks, I know she got beaten a whisker when going for the big money, but I thought his ride from the wide barrier was just brilliant.
Absolutely. He, in fact, did something very special on that, getting the filly to change her stride.
Yeah.
And she picked up ground after it. Well, we're close to a start now. There's $156,000 in the win pool. Let's go to our caller, Brian Markovic, for this 6th race at Sale.
Set. They stand in very well. My Serenic stands in well with Farayan. Twin Ramble went in rideless. Rider back aboard now. Sally Win. And this looks to be the best line they've had to date now. Open race. Set. Starter about to release the field. Ready. Oh, one's broken through the front. And it's Dual Honour. Dual Honour has broken through the front, and the clerk of the course has done a super job. He's grabbed hold of the reins after going about 80 metres through the barrier, right on the spot.
What a great...
OK, now, that was a good catch, Neil, wasn't it?
Just what a great piece of horsemanship that was to catch that horse. You never see that, do you? When they break through...
Here we go again. Now, watch it. It's gone through without the jock. The clerk, of course... Now, the horse it was about to take off, and before it can do so, in a clean grab, the clerk, of course, has grabbed the reins, and Dual Honour, who's well in the market here, it's under double figures. It's out in barrier 11, so or 10 actually with a scratching. I don't know whether this is replay or back live now. We're live at the moment, are we? Okay. So we're waiting on Jewel of Honour. No damage done. The starter's up on his rostrum. In the meantime, the win tote pool has kicked up 20 grand.